Hi, and welcome to Council District Highlights. Today we have a special show with three guests. One of our guests today is Councilman Dan Champine. We have the Deputy Director of Albuquerque Community Safety, the Deputy Director Erhard, and we have none other than the NBA champion.
I wish.
You wish?
I
but
wish.
Also a local star in his own right, Mr. Kenny Thomas.
Thanks for having
Welcome.
me, man. I appreciate
Welcome,
that.
fellas. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
I've shaken your hand before.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
So we're going to have a nice conversation here. Our Council District Highlights last time, we left you, we went to the Eisenhower Pool. Give us an update on some of the things that's been going on in your district, Councilor.
Well, the Eisenhower Pool is still in full force. Luckily, some timing issues have worked out where the two projects that we had planned are kind of lining up to happen at the same time, which is great. We were able to successfully lobby for some funding from the state in this past long session, and able to get some more stuff done as far as community service with like we're talking here with Holiday Park, with Bear Canyon Senior Center, Eisenhower Pool in the city streets, curbs, and getting the sidewalks done. So,
right.
Yeah, continuing that process. So
you're walking the walk.
I'm still plugging away at it. You got to chip away at it.
You got to walk the walk.
It's a long con.
And speaking of that, we got a lot of things going on in the city this summer.
Yes.
One of the things that we always talk about now that ACS has come online, and trying to lower the violence count.
Yes.
Lower the temperature. So the Summer of Nonviolence, I know, the Deputy Director, I know what ACS does, but tell us about yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do with ACS.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Adam Erhard. I'm the Deputy Director of Albuquerque Community Safety. I oversee the administrative division, so handling a lot of the day-to-day operations and supporting the important work that our responders are doing out in the field. And for those who aren't familiar, Albuquerque Community Safety, we're the third branch of public safety here within the city. So we're responding to calls directly from 911. That's for things like mental health, that sort of thing. But the Summer of Nonviolence, we're really excited for. This is the second year that we're putting it on in partnership with Bernalillo County. This event in particular that we're going to tell you about is going to be hosted by District 8 and is one of our tail end events here, kind of wrapping up a really solid summer of events for families and just everybody within the city of Albuquerque. And that's with the overall goal of providing opportunities for recreation, for learning, socializing with friends, just getting people out, doing fun activities with their family and friends to really stop the cycles of violence that we sometimes unfortunately see here within the city.
Yeah, that's something that the whole community's been talking about all along now. And Kenny, you know something about that. So you know that and you know basketball. So tell me how you kind of covail with this effort here with the
Well, it's one of those things to where I'm bringing a different dynamic, right? Bringing the activity aspect of it, being able to have this as my second event that I've done with ACS in the county. We did one last year. It was a great turnout. So I'm there bringing a 3-on-3 aspect, and it's not just kids, it's adults. I even have one of my partners, APD, excuse me, that's going to come in, and they're going to put some teams in as far as the adults being able to compete. But it's an honor to know Councilman Dan Champine. We've known each other for years, and the fact that he's a part of this event that's going to take place September 13th, and we're looking at Holiday Park in District 8. So it's just one of those things I feel like we just need to continue and promote opportunities for Summer of Nonviolence, because obviously the state of New Mexico needs it from the standpoint of being able to cut down and bring different opportunities to the community to where it's keeping everybody off the streets and keeping them active and bringing awareness to what the city's trying to do.
And that's exactly right, when you bring fun and involve the youth and the adults. But this, Councilor, I got to say, you made your own shot here.
I don't know about that.
It's still up in the air. We'll see if it goes through.
All right.
No.
Well, let's see if your
it goes
magic
through.
continues.
Yeah.
Tell us more about how you got involved.
You know what? This was a great, and they both hit it perfectly when it says it. But growing up here, you knew that if there was nothing for kids to do, imaginations and things will progress in sadly, a lot of it turns to violence. So we need to give kids an avenue, something to do that'll take them away from that and show them something. And being the second year, they were successful before. When I was growing up, there was always some program that the community center at our Holiday Park has them throughout there. They've been They were newly renovated, well, newly, it's been 12 years, so, but renovated, and they have summer services. Something to give them an outlet, knowing that there's something else out there. Coupling it with ACS and APD, it starts to really broaden the kids' horizons to see, I do have options other than just hanging out in a parking lot at McDonald's on Montgomery. And we all knew that growing up, that's what you did. You cruised Montgomery. Now we have an option to say, hey, there's more out there, plus give them perspective on something that maybe after high school, college, they can go on to a further career. Like I did, 22 years with the police department, graduated, went a little bit of college and found the police department, and that changed my life. So if we can expose them and you capture 6 out of 10 kids, 60% of the kids to go into this sort of thing, realize that there's more out there, then that's a huge plus. That is gigantic. That's a win. That is a 3-point swish.
Right.
Nothing but net.
We're going to get to the details about the tournament and all that. But Adam, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
The idea of the Summer of Nonviolence, I remember you had your violence intervention team, right?
That's correct, yes.
Is that part of this as well?
Yeah, absolutely. That team, the Violence Intervention Prevention Division of ACS, houses several programs that are all focused on really ending those cycles of violence. So all of our staff who are part of that program will be out tabling at this event, because that's the other big part of this event and all of these events is really engaging with the community, because that's something ACS does really well. And I've got to hand it to the counselor here. When he heard about what we were doing, he stepped up and said, hey, we want to host an event at District 8. And it was just like the perfect marriage for this event to come together at the end of the season. So we'll have tables there available, both the county, the city. As Counselor mentioned, APD will be there as well, informing people about what resources are available and how we can help them in other ways that a lot of people don't necessarily think about.
Wow. Now, see, that brings me to Kenny, this 3-on-3 aspect. It's competition. It's fun competition, but it's competition. Talk about a little bit how 3-on-3 basketball differs from traditional 90-foot running the court.
Well, it's different, obviously, because it's half court, right? To where you're not going full court, and it's a 3-on-3 aspect to where you got to think about sports. Sports is creating discipline, and it's creating structure. And I feel like sports gives kids an opportunity to be able to set themselves up for success because of those different aspects that come with it. And then with me being able to be out there, playing the NBA for 11 years, do people really expect me to come out there? No. But once I'm out there, I'm very engaging with the community. I'm always walking around interacting and doing some other things. But it's going to be nice because I have a live radio show that's actually on Saturdays on the Sports Animal over at Cumulus Media. So I'm going to come out there and set up my show out there with my co-host and probably bring Councilman Dan Champine and this young man right here on to where we can talk about the different aspects that you're pointing out right now in the questions that you're asking. So.
Well, shoot, the questions are being answered. and Counselor, you leaned in on the fact that it's going to help your district. Talk more about that, and then we'll get into
again, it's like anything else. In the way the Summer of Nonviolence, they move throughout the city in different parts of it. This being the first one for District 8, I have over 100,000 constituents in this, and they have kids and children that need things to do, and other avenues and exposure to other aspects of life. And that's what this is going to provide, and I'm excited that we get to host it. I'm excited that it's the tail end, the kind of the close out of the season. It being on September 13th, the school has already started. The kids are starting to get back and gearing into a regular routine with school. This gives them something to look forward to, kind of like the last bit of summer. So I'm really cool about it. I'm thankful that ACS had, came to me and said, hey, let's do this, and then got Kenny involved in his busy schedule between golf tournaments and traveling back and doing stuff with the NBA and such. And
your busy schedule as well. Yeah, we know about the schedules, right? Adam, we know about the schedules, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So, Adam, tell me more about how the teams are formed and how the structure of the tournament goes.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're going to open up registration where multiple teams will be able to be formed for that. And what I really like about this event, when we got together and started talking about it, was like, you know, it's great to have events that are just for the kids or just for adults, whereas this one is an all-ages event, and like there will be several people obviously who aren't necessarily playing 3-on-3, but we have other events and activities that are going to be there for families. We're going to have food that's available there. So this is something that's like all ages, everybody come out, fun for the entire family to enjoy.
And it being at that community center, they have, that renovation was a full court. So they'll have court, they'll have basketball outside, a couple hoops outside for 3 or 4 hoops, then also stuff going on inside. Again, the community center has places for kids. It has a game room, meeting, and a gym. And so it's going to be kind of like an introduction. If you haven't been here, this is what this offers.
Right.
You know, after school programs, such like that. Plus, we're lucky to be centered in between 2 grassy, you know, parks from city parks. So they're going to be there. A lot of stuff for the family, though. It's going to be good.
Sounds like it. Now,
Oh, yeah.
the one thing I'm waiting to hear, I hadn't heard the word food truck yet. That's what's going to get me there. No, I'm just joking. But I do like the blend of the community and the effort to show that there's more to our city than the statistics. So tell me about the tournament again. It's September 13th.
That's correct. September 13th, Holiday Park Community Center. I don't want to show the full hand just yet as far as what kind of food or what food trucks. I can tell you it'll be a slam dunk as far as the food that we're providing, the events that we're providing, just a way to engage with the community, if they need any resources or just want to talk to ACS, learn a little bit more about what we do, Albuquerque Police Department, other first responders, and also the county as well, because they're a great partner in this. So this will just be a way to get out and really enjoy this last little tail bit of summer here in mid-September.
So we'll probably run a graphic on how to register, but just so our viewers can find out how to register, say that one more time for us.
Yeah, absolutely. If they just go to cabq.gov/ACS, they can find that event there on our landing page.
Excellent. Excellent. So Kenny, your organization now, you have several tentacles into the city. Give us some information on how to get in touch with you.
Well, there's multiple things that I'm doing. Councilman Dan Champine, I have a golf tournament, KennyThomasGolf.com, that's supporting Special Olympics, which is the weekend right before. It's a celebrity golf tournament. It's going to be at Isleta Golf Course. You're more than welcome. See, the nice thing about it is my golf tournament. So the people that I'm engaging with, from ACS to the city, they would be out there. There'll be signage out there. There'll be some NFL players and some NBA players and some local celebrities out there. And I'm just trying to give back, man. And you can always follow me on Kenny Thomas NBA on all social media platforms. And the nice thing about it is that I'll be posting the different flyers and different things, and I'm sure ACS and the city will be posting as well.
So, gentlemen, I'd love to talk more about it, but I think we're running out of a little more time. Councilor, I'm going to leave the floor open for your last three-point shot.
More of an assist guy as a point guard. No, I just wanted to thank everybody. You know, the culmination between city, county, the different resources within the city, and Kenny. I mean, he's this staple of Albuquerque to come together and look forward to helping out kids in the community and give them an option, show them there's something different out there, and maybe we'll, you know, the 3-on-3 we'll see the next Kenny Thomas, you know, playing with the Lobos and 15 years from now as they grow up and such. But no, I thank you for the time and the opportunity, and I'm so excited about this to be a part of it. It's great.
Adam?
Yeah, you know, again, just this partnership we're very excited about. And I think it's really important, you know, that like city government engages with the community, but then you also bring in positive role models from within the community like Kenny, because that makes a huge difference for the youth to be able to see like, hey, there's a lot of different routes that I can go and I can be successful, and I don't need to go down maybe this negative path. And that's really what we're all about at ACS, is connecting with the community, trying to show people there's options, connect them to services if they need that. So we're just really excited for this event on September 13th at Holiday Park Community Center, and can't wait to start sending out more details on the website, on social media. That's part of the other fun part about this is, you know, we haven't done this event with the Councilor yet, so we're still working out some of the fun things that we'll be doing, and we'll be announcing that in the coming weeks.
All right, Kenny, your 3 shot.
Man, I don't shoot threes no more, and I don't dunk anymore. But some people want me to dunk.
Well, you're dunking on
but
this.
yeah, man.
We're dunking violence.
I turned 48 on Friday. That's not happening. I'd rather go out and play some golf. But walking around the city and being back in Albuquerque for the last few years has been great because this is a community that's very underserved, and being able to walk around town and people say, I love the fact of how you're impacting our community. And being able to come from here, play 1 year in high school at Albuquerque High, went to UNM, and just being able to come back and support this community and support these amazing 2 men, it's an honor, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I'm just getting started.
Well, with that,
So.
I'm hopeful to see whoever, if it's a championship style or a tournament style, I'd love to get the winners on from all the age groups and do another show.
That'd be
How
great.
about that,
Yeah.
fellas?
That'd be awesome.
And I'm interested in that golf tournament too, Kenny.
Oh yeah, you got to come out, man.
I will.
I got you.
I will.
For free, I got you. I'll treat you like a celebrity.
Oh no, I'll put in my skin. I'll put in my skin just like everybody else.
It's free.
And with that, everyone, thank you for tuning in to Council District Highlights. I'm your host, Vince Higgins for the City Council. Thank you for tuning in.